In 2021, 5,538 suicides were registered in England and Wales. That is 359 more lives lost to suicide compared to the year previous. What's even more concerning is the increasing amount of young people being driven to the point of taking their own life. In this film, we hear the story of Marcella Walton, a young girl who lost her life to suicide in 2021.
Our sister Marcella Walton, or Marcy, was 16. She was a mischievous monkey. She was obsessed with cats and Minecraft. And she loved helping people, and she'd give the shirt off her back for anyone. She was really tender-hearted.
She was annoying. Annoying but a sibling, but loved her.
For the three sisters, their upbringing wasn't the best. They experienced a lot of emotional and physical abuse as well as neglect, which led them all to really having to look after each other. As a result, this had an impact on all of their mental health, but especially Marcella's because she was so gentle-hearted and wore her heart on her sleeve. For Marcy, her mental health began to decline and she began to self-harm.
She did start off with self-harm. So her arm from wrist to shoulder was just covered in scars, and she'd use the arm socks to cover them. She had attempted, I found out through Shana after the event, that she had attempted a couple of times before through mum's medications.
The main catalyst for Marcella's mental health decline is believed to be the loss of her mother. For Marcy and Shana, this was a very traumatic experience. The girls had found their mother unconscious and unable to wake her. They called for an ambulance. Unfortunately, she passed away the following morning due to sepsis. As a result, Marcella and Shana had to move down south to live with their dad, who they had not been in contact with for many years because of their mother preventing it.
For her, it was a glimmer of hope, like a new start, a fresh start. So she kind of jumped on moving down south, didn't she, down to Sussex?
Yes.
To start afresh and, build that relationship with her dad.
Soon after moving in with their dad, COVID hit. This meant that the girls, their dad and their stepmom were all trapped together in the house while trying to build and develop their new relationship with each other, instead of being able to go out and have a nice transitional move where they were able to get to know each other. Around this time, Marcella's mental health began to decline further.
School had reported her mental health going downhill. She had attempted at home, and she was going more and more into herself, wasn't she? School were flagging concerns that her mental health had gone down, and she was idolising suicide. And school told their dad to take her to A&E.
A&E sent her home and said, just check her room. Didn't do anything, just check her room and we'll give you a phone call.
And then Mark did check her room, and there was paracetamol stockpiled in there. Obviously, she'd been using her pocket money to nip into town and get bits and bobs when she could. So in the April, she did come up and spend a couple of weeks with us. In the meantime, she had been put on a 10-week wait by CAMHS.
She didn't make 10 weeks.
No, she made it to 4.
On May 1st, 2021, aged just 16, Marcella Walton stepped out in front of a train. She was killed instantly.
On the morning of, Shana phoned me saying that Marcy was missing and she couldn't find her, and she wasn't answering her phone. So I was like, right, calm down. She'd probably just gone for a walk somewhere. I just told you to phone all our friends, didn't I? And I kept trying to phone her as well, and it was ringing.
I went to search the places that we used to sneak out to get snacks, but she wasn't there. So I came back, and then our stepmother went for a normal walk with the doggies, also looking for her, but also walking the dogs at the same time. And she came back with the police. My dad, Mark, broke down as soon as he saw the police, and I had to get him into a chair and gave him a cup of tea while they told us what had happened. She'd been hit by a train. I gave my phone to the police so they could call our family group chat and let them know.
In the meantime, while all that was happening up here, I was trying to get hold of her friends and seeing what was going on. One of her friends was like, she's not in a good way. Some of the messages she's been sending me are worrying. And at school, we told the teacher, we sent an email saying that we were concerned about her. They did all they could, they were brilliant, her friends. And the teachers, to be fair, did all they could for her. And then 9:39, she sent a message to her stepdad up here, who she had a close relationship with, and just saying, I love you. And that was that. And the police found her phone on the floor by the level crossing. So it looks like what happened is she sent that last message, put the phone down, and took that step in front of the train. It's not selfish. A lot of people say that suicide is the most selfish thing you can ever do, and I get that, but I've never been angry with Marcy, and I've never thought she was selfish, because I understand where she is and how she was feeling at the time, and I wholeheartedly believe that it was pain, and she just wanted to end that pain, and she thought that was the best way of going about it. I do not think it was selfishness at all. And I do think that if she got the help she needed, she'd still be here getting on our nerves today.